My mother, father, and sister immediately ran to the balcony with me, but it wasn't there. It only took me about 10 seconds to run to the living room, but it was gone. However, the sky where it had been was very bright, as if, "Hi, I'd like to share a memory of mine. I haven't shared this memory with anyone in my normal life for a long time, because the reactions I get bother me, and I've gotten old enough to avoid unnecessary arguments. This happened before 1989, because my father was alive then. He passed away in 1989. It must have been either 1987 or 1988, because I started school in 1987, and it happened one night when I was going to get up early to go to school. We were watching TV as a family at home, and my mother said it was getting late and I should go to bed. I complained and went to my room, but instead of going to bed immediately, I went out onto the balcony through the open door. As soon as I stepped onto the balcony, I saw that object above the harbor. It was impossible not to see it, because it was the size of a full moon, orange in color, and had a halo around it like Saturn. I was shocked. That image was etched deep into my memory, and I haven't forgotten a single detail of it in the almost 40 years since. I watched it for a few seconds, maybe longer, I don't know, and then I ran inside screaming that I'd seen a UFO. My mother, father, and sister immediately ran to the balcony with me, but it wasn't there. It only took me about 10 seconds to run to the living room, but it was gone. However, the sky where it had been was very bright, as if someone was shining a spotlight there. For a while, we all scanned the sky. Then, suddenly there were scattered clouds above the hills to the northwest of where I'd seen the object from my perspective. I saw the object directly at 12 o'clock. The second sighting appeared at 3 o'clock. The black night sky between those clouds turned orange. That huge area between the clouds was completely colored the object's color. We all saw this at the same time. It lasted about 5 seconds and then suddenly disappeared. I waited for another 2 hours, but I had to go to bed because I had school. But my mother and father waited until morning and it didn't come back. I have 2 more observations, but none are quite like this one. I'm still experiencing the impact of this event. I still scan the sky every night, trying to see them. It shaped and continues to shape the books I read, the documentaries and films I watch, etc. The image is somewhat similar, but of course, not identical. Time, 80s, location, Izmir, Turkey.